Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of us, the Review Bros. Big thanks for checking in on this pre-workout review.
This is Sparta.
Literally. Yeah, big thanks to Tytanos for sending down their pre-workout formula. So we're going to roll with that today. It is a natural form, so there's no artificial colours, flavourings, etc, etc. All the ingredients are naturally available.
Sourced.
Yeah. Let's delve straight into this one for you guys. Stay tuned.
Be a legend and hit that subscribe button, tick the like button, and all of that good stuff. Taste and mixability is what we're doing.
Let's see how this one comes together in flavouring with no artificial colours. Let's see. It comes in two different flavours. The one we have is red fruit, and I can tell you it also comes in apple and pear.
Stare.
So we're going to be rolling with the red fruit today, and to be fair, that's for the one for us seems like it's going to be the nicest one, but
Yeah, we'll take
can't
it.
comment. Let's see.
Doesn't smell that much.
It's still coming out a very blue colour.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, you're right. And it's called red fruit.
Got the wrong shakers here, guys. Should have had some see-through ones, but we didn't expect anything from it. We tilt the camera down into it. Look at that. That's what we're dealing with, guys. Blue.
Which means something in there, in theory, should be naturally blue.
Yeah, because that is a... But they literally put no artificial colours on it, so...
We've got to trust them. Oh god, that's weird, isn't it? I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I'm sorry, that is bad.
It's below average, guys. So,
Oh, got a really funny aftertaste. Christ.
But still, what do you expect for no artificial flavour, colour and all that stuff? It's not going to be amazing. Definitely had worse. But
No, I'm thinking a 1 out of 5.
is that your worst ever?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
I was going to go 1.5, so I'll meet you in the middle at 1.25.
Yeah, it's just got a really strange first taste, and then
Bit of a burny, minty aftertaste, I found.
now it can't be the case, but this would be something you'd say tastes purely of chemicals, but obviously it's tasting purely of natural ingredients.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's no red fruit to that.
No.
I'm sorry, that is bad.
It's like the fruit that the rock eats in Welcome to the Jungle.
What I will say actually at this stage in this review is try their protein powders. Their protein powders are actually really nice.
Yeah.
I've tried salted caramel and I've tried Belgian chocolate. Salted caramel I was going to give like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd agree with
The
that.
Belgian chocolate for me was really good, like 4.5, maybe even a 5 out of 5. It really was good. And I know they do Arabic coffee.
So it's not like they can't nail flavour, they obviously can, it's just they're not wanting to
With their
over-flavour
pre-workout.
the pre, yeah.
Mm.
Which, to be fair, we'd rather have the protein tasting nicer than the pre. So,
Yeah.
what are we going to score it then? 1.25?
Yeah,
Out of
1.25 for that taste. That's hard work, that one.
Alright, it's price segment time, guys.
Money, money, money.
And I'm holding their protein, but
Yeah, but with their pre-workout, where is it? That's it, there it is. And the reason we're holding that protein is because we do have a discount code. We're going to flash up the image now of that code. Bear in mind, guys, if you're looking at that code, there is a V in between Review and Bros. We don't know if that's just a sticker issue or if that's absolutely how you have to type it in for the discount on the website. I recommend if you try it with the V and it doesn't work, just take that V out. Now, we are waiting an update from the company, so we will put it in the description, the absolute one, so it may well be right.
and with that discount, you'll pick this up for $17.84 or $21.93 US.
Yeah, so straight away, very, very, very cheap product with our
Mega.
15% off discount code that we're assuming is indefinite.
Mm.
In fact, it actually works out to be, I think, our second cheapest pre-workout product to date.
Since we started the channel.
Which, you know, may account for the ingredients or the taste. You know, we don't know yet. We're going to delve into that in the effects section. But I can tell you that works out to be only, and I repeat, only 59 pence a go.
Madness.
Or 73 cents a go for you US guys. So it is extremely cheap. And I can tell you it only just misses out a 5 out of 5. but it hits a 4.5 out of 5 on that taste segment. Really, 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 really cheap product.
Let's see what you get for that price then, I guess.
Absolutely. So we're going to move into the label of this product. I'd obviously first like to start off by saying it is unfortunately one of the strangest pre-workout formulas we've come across to date. There's quite a bit we're going to have to touch on in this. I'd obviously like to apologise to Tytanos for the review we might give on this label, but we do have no choice but to stay 100% honest and transparent. So we're going to move into the label as best as we can. It is in a strange order as well. Craig's going to now put up the vitamins for you, and they're self-explanatory. They're jack of all trades, health ingredients that don't so much have their place in a pre-workout, but they might help with a bit of digestion, bit of energy, but nothing serious at all. So we're not going to delve into them in specifics.
Yeah, exactly that. So I'll start off by saying that it's 2 scoops per serving to get the max serving. 14 grams is the serving size. If I just run through this bit as well, it's quite strange, but it's actually got nearly 9 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbs, of which all of them are sugars.
Which is quite a lot. 8 grams of sugars is more than a teaspoonful of sugar. So if you're susceptible to sugar, or you really are trying to take it out of your diet, bear in mind this is like almost a couple of spoonfuls of sugar.
You got some fibre in there at 4 grams, next to no fat, bit of salt, nothing too dramatic. So that's
Protein
all of that.
Is strange.
Yeah, very strange. We wouldn't need it in a pre-workout, which is why we said it's a strange one. So let's move into the real pre-workout-esque ingredients, starting with choline bitartrate at 81 milligrams.
81.07, isn't it? Very
yeah,
strange.
to be exact.
I'm going to be start off straight honest. That's virtually pointless, that dose, when we're looking at averaging 500 milligrams in pre-workouts. What it should try and attain is mental clarity and focus. It's that cognition ingredient, but like I say, 81 milligrams, I can't see that working at all.
No. On a slightly more positive note, though, we have coconut water powder at 550 milligrams.
Yeah, which again, is a hydration element, and that is a good dose. In fact, that's the highest we've seen in any pre-workout, strangely enough. It also will act as a diuretic, so it will make you go to the toilet more often than other pre-workouts may well do. It's also an electrolyte restorer because it's got quite a lot of bits and pieces in coconut water. So it's a healthy ingredient that is perhaps not so necessary in a pre-workout.
Yeah, exactly that. Unfortunately, going down again, we have L-citrulline at 550 milligrams.
Yeah, so we'd like to see at least 5 times that, roughly, maybe more. We normally see that at least dosed at 3 grams, all the way up to 6 grams, 7, 8 grams, So it again is very underdosed and probably won't do anything at that dose, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in there for pumps and boosting nitric oxide levels in the bloodstream. Not a good dose.
No, unfortunately not. Beta-alanine at 1,980 milligrams.
Yeah, so 1.98, it's again 3.2 grams is clinical, so it is underdosed again. I'd say it's not quite as underdosed as perhaps the other bits are, so you should in theory still feel the beta tingles and that allergic almost reaction itchy feeling you'll get that when that pre-workout is kicking in. So you probably will feel it.
Yeah, and should still get some of the endurance benefits, some, to a degree. And then creatine monohydrate, 660 milligrams.
Pointless. The daily requirement is 3 to 5 grams. So that's what, again, 5 times or more lower than it should be, 10 times almost. What it should try and attain is pumps, strength boosting and endurance, but again, it's not going to do it at that dose at all. No point in it being there.
Sadly, so far we've come across 3 or 4 ingredients that are so low dose that they virtually won't do anything. But we'll carry on. Guarana, 15% caffeine, 220 milligrams.
That's an average dose, perhaps a little underdose, but again, it's some caffeine. I believe the label says 15%, so it isn't going to be a lot of caffeine, but it will still give you a bit of boost of energy.
Yeah, it'll be faster acting than caffeine, and there's no caffeine in this, just to pre-warn
That's
you.
very, 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 very strange.
Super strange. And then we have green tea leaves at 220 milligrams.
Yeah, that's a respectable dose. This is one. It's for metabolism boosting, so it will help a bit with weight loss, as well as the absorption of all the ingredients in this. And it does have a very slight stimulation effect. Obviously, green tea does contain caffeine. And believe it or not, the amino acid L-theanine is very present in this, so it will sort of give a slight anti-crash endurance benefit. Yeah, I can't say much more than that. It's more of a health ingredient rather than, a slap you in the face stim.
Yeah, exactly. So that'll tie in with the guarana. And then we have Panax ginseng, 220 milligrams again.
This is a jack of all trades herb used in Chinese medicine. It's one of those. It's going to have very slight energy benefits, very slight cognitive benefits, and also it will help very slightly with vasodilation, so it will help with pumps, widening those blood vessels to get blood to the muscle.
Nice. Following that is ginkgo biloba, 220 milligrams.
Again, a strange ingredient, very, very well. I don't know if we've ever seen it in a pre-workout before. What I can tell you is it's an antioxidant, so it's a healthy ingredient, and it slightly helps with mental clarity in some studies we've seen. I'm not sure how effective it will be, but we'll see how it goes. And
now I'm going to butcher this most likely, but it's Astragalus membranosus. Membranosus?
We'll roll with it, again, it's something we've only seen once or twice before. Health ingredient, it's your vitamin drink. Endurance and inflammation benefits.
And that was at 220 milligrams.
Yeah, which is a respectable dose from what I've seen in studies. So, what else we got? Is that
does actually tie up the label. So a lot of it's underdosed. You got a lot of health ingredients and vitamins thrown in. Strangely, protein. It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah, and as unfortunate as it may sound, it is probably one of the worst pre-workout labels I've ever seen.
Yeah, we do have to be honest.
So let's see how it comes together in the effects.
Yeah.
Maybe a shocker. Guys, it is that time. How did we feel this pre-workout? You may well be asking. We've shown you that label, so you may already have some perceived thoughts in mind.
Preconceived notions.
So, let's start from the beginning. How did you feel it, Craig?
Did it turn us into Spartans, is the question we'll be asking. The beta-alanine is the first thing we will touch on, and at under 2 grams we didn't actually feel the tingles. And obviously there's no niacin to boost that feeling either, so beta-alanine is a no-go on the feeling side, but you'll probably have some low-key endurance benefits still.
We would say normally next, did you feel the caffeine kick in, but because there's not none, because it comes in the form of the green tea and the guarana, but not a lot at all. In fact, there's probably less, there will be less than 100 milligrams worth of caffeine.
Yeah.
Which is, is very,
it's
very
like
low.
Coffee.
Yeah, it's less than a coffee probably when you actually add it all together.
So you don't feel an energy rush. You do feel obviously a slight increase in energy, a little bit more alertness, but not anything to really write home about or feel kicking in. And then we would obviously talk about the focus, but again, with there being no focus ingredients in there, there's one that it's not dosed enough to be classed.
They're not dosed correctly. I mean, let's be dead serious here, guys. It was bad. I'm sorry to Tytanos. I just hope they take your advice on board.
Yeah.
This is... Right, let's just say I didn't know this was a pre-workout and you gave me the label. I wouldn't necessarily think this was a pre-workout at all. In fact, I wouldn't really know what it was. Perhaps something like a Super Greens, a healthy drink, a multivitamin drink.
I'd even argue to take it post-training rather than pre, because then you're getting your sugars to spike yourself, flush the protein in, and
a little bit
recovery,
of protein,
vitamins.
It's just not a pre-workout formula.
No.
Not for No.
The only thing we can say is obviously the price is cheap as chips, and if you are in the market for something on the health side, not a pre-workout though, it might be worth your money. But if you're looking for a kick up the bum to get down the gym and pumps and focus, it's a no-go. So on the pre-workout front, we can't score it highly.
No, we can't. I mean, I don't think they've done it well, I don't know if they've done it intentionally. I mean, they should have done some research, but some of those things are so underdosed, it's almost a kick in the face.
Yeah, like half of the label is underdosed.
I mean, citrulline, for example, at 550 milligrams
Yeah.
is 10 times lower than what we'd like to see, really.
Yeah.
Almost, you know.
Yeah.
Pumps, focus, energy were not there at all. You know,
No.
a Lucozade energy drink would have done the same thing. You know, a Gatorade.
Yeah, it would have done more. In
I
fact.
think a Monster energy drink would have done more, or a Red Bull, or you know, any energy drink. Even not even the ones that necessarily are for fitness and pre-workout.
Obviously, you see from the training footage, we did still train hard, but obviously that's down to our own mindset and intensity and diet rather than the pre-workout. I mean, it didn't give us any negative effects, so we can't rate it down on it taken away from our workout. It just didn't add much to it, is the thing we're getting at.
Exactly that. And adding all of those things together, we're going to give it a low score of a 1 out of 5, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The only reason we are giving that the 1 out of 5 at all is because we might have some benefits of endurance from the 2 grams of beta-alanine.
Yeah.
And you know, there is some healthy ingredients in there.
And a bit of caffeine for energy.
A small amount, you know. That's about it, guys. It's not a pre-workout.
Yeah. So
It's not.
take from that what you will, if it's something that appeals to you or not. But we wouldn't advise it to, not even beginners.
No.
Really.
I'd advise it to some elderly people who perhaps don't want any caffeine, they want some healthy ingredients.
Yeah.
But it's almost taken away by the fact that some of those things are so underdosed, it's almost an insult.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it, is the fact that they could have had a look online and just checked a few average pre-workouts and seen their dosing and known that, you know, that some of these things are very underdosed.
But obviously, we do hope this is well received and they do take that away and go back to the drawing board.
They actually seem like a nice company, you
Very
know.
nice, yeah.
Their protein review we're going to be dropping on IGTV, Instagram TV, because their protein is actually very nice.
Very good. Packed with aminos, tastes great.
Yeah.
Decent price.
Decent protein content.
Yeah.
It actually is the opposite world from this.
Yeah, it's the other end of the spectrum. So yeah, smashing it in proteins, not so much on the pre's, but we'll get into that.
And that sums it up. Not a pre-workout, guys, but thank you for watching.
This is Final Verdict
On Tytanos, a pre-workout, you know, we do hope, as per the usual, you've delved into the different sections to see why we scored things as we did. You know, it was an interesting pre-workout.
Definitely different to normal. One of the strangest one we've seen, like you say.
Yeah, definitely look at that label. It's quite funny. You know, let's delve into this final vote as we normally would.
Yeah.
Which would start off with the taste and the mixability. I'd say the advantages are that it mixed well.
Yeah.
And that it had no artificial colours or flavourings. Even though it did come out very blue, and I'm not sure quite what would have done it. You know, let's hope they've been honest with all natural colourings and whatnot.
So it gained the 1.25 on the factors that Aaron's just mentioned, really, because the taste was really...
It was extremely hard to drink.
One of the worst ones that
The worst one we've had.
Yeah, definitely. Like to the point where it's literally hard to drink.
I'll be honest, and again, this is why we have to be honest. I would struggle if I bought a tub and was going to do that every day. I'd be dreading it. I'm sorry, I'd be dreading it. It really was. It had a very, very, very strange first initial taste, and then a very, very odd, not nice, chemically almost tasting acidy aftertaste.
Bit slimy as well. Consistency.
Yeah.
You'd have to hold your nose and do it.
Undrinkable to me. I don't know about the other flavour.
Yeah.
The moving into the price of the product, and this was it's you know,
saving grace.
Yeah, it's take home price. Based on the prices we gave it, actually came in at a 4.5 out of 5. which may explain that taste. It may explain the effects.
Yeah.
You know, it's a cheap pre-workout, made cheaper by our discount code.
Yeah.
Then moving into the most important part of all of these pre-workout reviews.
And its lowest scoring element, unfortunately, was effects, which was a
1 out of 5, based on the fact that, you know, that may have saved it with the beta-alanine content, which was underdosed, but not so badly underdosed that it might have been an unthinkable thing.
Bit of energy from the guarana and the green tea leaves
and the
vitamins.
fact that some of them, it's a healthy drink.
Yeah.
You know, and it didn't take away from a workout.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing.
It just didn't add to a workout.
Yeah.
So we gave it a 1 out of 5 on those bases.
There probably is an audience for it, like Aaron said, maybe some more health conscious people, older people that don't want to risk their life with these heavy stim prees.
They just want something healthy.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, their protein is on the opposite spectrum. Their protein is very good.
Yeah,
we
so
will
don't write them off.
Yeah, we will do a review on that. And that, like I say, that's going to be on the opposite side. But it's actually very nice tasting, all the ones I've had.
Yeah.
The contents are very good. But that's for another day.
So stay tuned. So the overall score on this bad boy is
6.75 out of 15. So it does fall very short of average. And it's, like I say, it's saving grace, this price. So if price isn't something for you, then it'll probably only score 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
If the best way of putting
Yeah.
it. You know, it is unfortunate. They are a new company. You know, let's just see what they can do about this review. See if they can change it up and bring out something different.
Yeah.
Who knows? This might have been what they was aiming for, however.
Yeah.
And that sums up the review, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, certainly different. So use your discretion. That does wrap it up then, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on the product itself.
Are you going to be buying this pre-workout? Let us know.
Use our code. Only joking. We don't get anything from it.
No, we don't. We don't. And I guess the review will probably show that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big thank you for watching along. If you could give us a thumbs up on this video, make that thumb go blue, that would make us very happy. Do subscribe to the channel and check out a lot of our other reviews and a lot more coming out. How do you think this Tytanos pre-workout would affect you?
Yeah.
Do you think we've been a bit harsh or a bit nice to the label?
Yeah.
What more can we say? Thank you for tuning in. As always, guys,
Stay.
stimmed. You won't on this one.
And you'll probably buy it on the price unless you've got a tight anus.